This week on What's the Remedy podcast.
All right, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back. What's the Remedy podcast? It's your boy, Dr. J.
Mr. Wash.
Ashley Ray.
All right, this is your weekly conversation of mental health, social issues, and other contributing factors plaguing society. We are your antiseptic to toxic masculinity. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What's going on?
Chilling. So I guess we start off with just how everybody's been doing, how your weekend, how your week.
Same
up
up
to here.
Same stuff.
Same stuff.
Different day.
It's just,
SSDD.
yeah, just moves.
Trying to get it
Okay.
every way. Mama need a house. No money.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going.
Yeah, I can follow.
Yeah, I was
I
lost.
skipped the whole.
I was like, you skipped the whole verse, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Anywho, so how was y'all weekend? Y'all do anything special? Anything crazy?
No, I actually stayed in the house and took some time out for me.
That's good.
I needed me time.
What do you do with me time? Like how do you
I like
have me
to.
time?
I was folding clothes, cleaning, pulled out the records, drank a little bit.
I saw that. I didn't know you had a turntable.
Yeah, wiggity.
I mean, not a turntable, but a record player.
Had some vinyl up in there.
You had a record player.
Yeah, it had some.
Where you get a record player from?
I got it for Christmas. I don't know. I looked on Amazon and all places. I got it for Christmas last year.
Oh,
Not easy.
I low key want one.
Yeah, I actually want another one. I like the one I got though. My brother did well.
Yeah, I want one because I was listening to, and this is kind of like part of what my weekend was. I got caught up listening to what was I listening to? I was listening to the Kanye West put out this Sunday service thing, and it was like it was a choir singing all his old songs, well, some of his old songs, some of his new songs, but the choir was singing it or whatever, and when they were singing the songs, it reminded me of all the samples that he used.
Oh,
So I started looking up some of the samples, and a lot of the samples are from the 70s.
Yeah.
One was from this group called Amnesty, and it was a song called Liberty, and I was like, you know what, this is probably a good record to have. And I know my mama has some records, so.
Yeah, my dad's old ones. I added some, so I bought a new one actually.
What you bought?
Whitney Houston.
Oh, okay.
I like old stuff. I love her.
I was gonna ask because I know that
I got Michael Jackson off the wall. Oh my gosh.
I've seen that even some new albums and stuff are on vinyl.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I would buy the old records or if I'd buy new
buy
records
both.
on vinyl. Oh, okay.
PJ Morton, I got his Gumbo album. It jams. I like the way it sounds, really. I'm like, man, it sounds nice.
That PJ Morton. I have to look into that one too. But no, when I get a record player, that's what I want to do. Is I want to start collecting some vinyl shit.
I was just in the house jamming.
That's what's up.
All over the place. Had my own clothes.
Turn up.
Yeah, had the slow music playing, clean up music. You didn't clean up nothing.
Yeah, I had some Stevie.
Did you clean up anything?
I cleaned up a lot, actually.
Oh, okay. Good. I think that's what I do most on a self-care day is that I would clean up.
Mm-hmm.
And since I do a lot of cleaning, I feel a lot better afterwards.
Yeah.
When my shit is clean, I feel better. So
Throw away a lot of stuff. Looked in the closet like, hey boy, this coat. Pulled
Clean
out
up.
my rack.
You cleaned out your closet.
Yeah. Again.
Clean that out my closet. But yeah. So the other thing I did this weekend was I did Netflix stuff, and I watched the Fire documentaries finally.
Okay.
The Fire documentary on Netflix and the Fire documentary on Hulu.
Must watch.
Yeah, definitely must watches.
I gotta watch one on Hulu. Who gonna let me use that account? Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we don't give out passwords on the air. But, yeah. No, but no, the Hulu one was definitely the better doc, but I feel like you have to watch the Netflix one first.
Oh, really? Okay, I did it right.
Yeah, because the Netflix one covers everything about the event itself.
Oh, because I never knew about the event, y'all. So
Right.
I was like, what? What kind of event was this? Oh.
I had seen some stuff about the event, when everything was going down, when it was really fucking up.
Oh, when it's fucking up.
But I didn't know what it was really.
But didn't it look nice though?
Yeah, no, the way they promoted it.
I was like, damn, that look nice.
And so the Netflix doc goes in depth with the promotion. It goes in depth with what went on as far as the event goes, with the production team and all that kind of shit. But like the Hulu one gives you more of like the people. Like it talks about the influencers that went and all of that kind of shit. Like, and from what I heard, like basically, since the dude Fuck Jerry, which is one of the big social influencers, he's the one that actually did all the media stuff for Fire Festival. He actually put together the Netflix doc, so I think that he left out a lot about the influencer stuff because he's one of the influencers, so he don't want to make them look bad.
Yeah. Did they get? You don't think they got in trouble for it at all?
I heard recently, I actually just heard it on the radio when I was this morning, that some of the models from that commercial have been
From the promotional
Because they didn't put
video.
advertisement. Like
Yeah.
They did hashtag fire.
they're
Festival
getting in trouble for all of that now.
That's what I was wondering. Are they getting in trouble? I don't
No.
think they should get in trouble, man.
I think they should.
Why? They didn't know.
They contribute.
But they didn't know it was gonna be that fucked up. I bet you they didn't even show up.
I mean, I will give them that. They didn't know that it was gonna be fucked up, and also
Because in the beginning it looked dope.
the island they shot the video at was supposed to be the island. So if that was,
Then he got in trouble saying Pablo Escobar
Yeah.
Island.
I don't want to give it all up in case
I'm
somebody
giving
wanna watch it,
everything.
you know.
I'm giving it all. Anyway.
Alright. Alright, so, but anyway, if you get a chance, make sure you check out the Netflix doc on Fire Festival and the Fire Fraud on Hulu.
Oh, I did watch a lot of Netflix.
But you know what? That was my other thing is that like I noticed from this weekend since I really wasn't doing much. Like there's a lot of shit on Netflix. Like
Yeah, I
they
love
have some pretty decent movies,
Watch
documentaries.
Ted Bundy Confessions, y'all.
Yeah, the Ted Bundy tapes. I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tapes.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
It's good.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've heard a lot about it. And the other one that you were talking about, Abducted in Plain Sight.
Yeah, I watched that yesterday. Man.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it was. I heard that was good. The Ted Bundy one was good.
I think that one's better than any other one I ever seen. Just because what happened, I was just like hurt a little bit.
I mean, Netflix usually does pretty good on documentaries, but what else I noticed is that their movies ain't too bad either. I watched a couple of movies on there, the Netflix originals.
Which one? What movie?
I watched something called Polar. It was about like an assassin.
I don't like assassin movies. What else you
Oh
got?
yeah, no. And then the other one was I.O., which was about this girl, like they're on Earth, but Earth is dying, so they have to fly off to some other place.
Next.
Only reason I watched it was because Anthony Mackie was in it, and I'm like, well, Anthony Mackie ain't gonna. The dude, black dude from
Papa Doc from 8 Mile.
Papa Doc from 8 Mile. He's the Falcon on the
Avengers.
Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Avengers.
Oh, just say the Falcon of Avengers. Nobody knows his real name.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie is
Papa Doc.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie is a great actor.
He
Yeah.
is, but I don't know.
Hurt Locker.
Yeah, Hurt Locker. He was good in the Hurt
Who's
Locker.
Hurt Locker?
Yeah, a movie that won Oscar for like Best Picture.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'm
No,
messing up.
no, Hurt Locker is a real good movie. I know a lot of people didn't. I didn't see it until after it won the Oscar. So
Yeah. Nah, about like the military, whatever. They did like bomb squad kind of thing. Like they went like overseas, like they had like a bomb somewhere. They'll take stuff. Okay.
yeah,
It was a pretty good movie though.
Yeah, it's a great movie if you ever get a chance to check it out. So yeah, but Anthony Mackie was in it, and so like I watched.
Watching on Netflix, kind of.
I literally go to the thing that says Netflix Originals where it has like the big screen.
Yeah, me too. I ain't seen nothing on that one to watch.
And I usually don't, but I was so bored this weekend. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch some of these. And so I watched the Polar movie. I watched I.O. I watched the documentaries. I watched a couple different documentaries.
But
can't
I
remember
like
all of them.
documentaries.
I do too, but I don't like all of them. So I gotta be kind of picky about what documentaries I want to watch or whatever. So say la vie, you know, do what you gotta do to occupy your time.
True.
Yeah, you heard say la vie in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like you speak the shit out of me. Boo the shit out of my
Your family.
All right. Anyway, so we're gonna move right along to the main segment. So our check yourself segment is gonna be about I guess what it means to help each other out and why we think that it's such a fault for people to not be able to like help one another. So I guess my first question to the group here is, How do you feel like you are helpful to other people that reach out to you?
Too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Like, so you
I'm
think
not
it,
half and half.
I would say, Ashley, you think you're real helpful?
No.
No. So if somebody asks you for help, what's your go-to
What
response?
kind of help you asking for?
Let's say you at work,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I know how you feel about your work
Yeah,
environment.
I've actually got better this year with, because I thought about it. I needed help at one time, but yeah.
So you good at work, and
yeah,
you
because I
help
have to
people?
feel. Yeah, I help people.
I mean,
Even though I probably in the inside of me be like, damn, why you ask me these dumbass questions, but
Mhm.
because I need help sometimes.
so let's say somebody comes up to you
Mhm.
that is, I guess, let's say new to the office or environment that you work in, and they say, hey, I don't really know how to do this.
Okay.
Would you help them just automatically, no question?
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Oh, okay. Do you know other people in your office that do the same, or is everybody like,
Everybody ain't like that up at no, everybody's not gonna help you there
why not? Why do you think people don't?
because they're angry with life. They don't like themselves. I don't know. There's some angry ass folks over there.
So what's the question?
Why do you think? What's the question?
Well, I was asking Ashley because she said that she real helpful, and other people are helpful in the office, but there are some people that don't help, and I was like, well, why do you think that those people?
I just think they got other issues other than helping you. They just mad at the world.
So they taking out they world anger on you.
Like they baby daddy ain't picking up the kids. Don't want to be with them. I don't know.
I mean, that's a valid.
They mad you probably look a little better than them. Get your hair done and they can't 'cause they got bills. I don't know. Women are. I work with a lot of women. The women are petty over dumb shit. So I try not to be. I'm petty, but not like that.
Not to the extent where you going
I'm
not
not
gonna
just
help
not
somebody.
like you because you look prettier than me. Like, nah, I'm gonna say, hey girl, you have nice. Where you get that from? You know what?
Are you gonna get it from the same place?
If it's nice enough, yeah. You should always, help each other out.
You should.
That's a
But we
blessing.
don't do that in our culture. We're not gonna tell you because we be like, oh, I don't want her to have the same thing I got. So no, bitch, be gone and live down here like a peasant.
Wow.
Case closed.
That was harsh.
That's
but
basically what we do.
No, that was harsh, but I will agree.
That's what we
That
do.
we do.
Like, oh girl, I don't know where I got this shirt. Not knowing I got this polo from Marshalls for $16.99. Like, yeah. I'll let you know where I got the shit from.
So what about you, Wash? How do you feel about, like, I guess being helpful?
Watch out, everybody.
You are right.
They know.
Yeah, they know. People do know. Like I said, I'm a helpful person because.
I hear you at work. I'll be like, nigga, I'm trying to talk. Tell your people at work I'm trying to talk
Oh,
to you.
I'm on the phone.
He's like, excuse me. Yes, I will help you, Karen. You can leave over there.
As I be. But nah, I think I just have that worldview of I'm gonna help you out because I believe like I say when you do certain things, I believe I'm eating everybody should eat.
You looking for something?
But no, what you talking about?
Are you looking for anything
No.
from these people?
No.
Hey.
There you go.
My fault.
I heard some echo. I heard. Look, y'all heard this shit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't going crazy. But nah, I'm not looking for anything from anybody. It's just the fact that
Say
like,
that again. What you said? If I eat,
well, if I eat, I think everybody should eat. Like if I'm eating.
why we don't?
Well,
why as a culture we
Well,
don't like this?
well, because I've always had the mantra of like we getting something to eat with, right?
Mhm.
And I have $10, you have no dollars, and we both have $5. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't think like that. Some people be like, they got $10, you have none, and be like, well, damn, what you gonna do?
When do you stop though? Because I will be like that for a while, and then I'll be like, nigga, you don't never come through.
I think it's a case by case situation. I think if some people will fuck you
I guess
over,
some
you don't,
people
you just don't,
can't-
I just can't do it with
Just
you.
some people I just can't. You can't borrow no more money.
Yeah.
So you just cutting people off?
I have to. For my sanity, my mental health. This is what we talk about, mental health, right?
I mean,
So yeah,
I agree. I'm not.
I got to stay calm with me.
Here's how you on this.
Don't get it back.
I turned the echo off.
I'm about to say, turn number 4 down.
Number 4 now.
Okay, what's it?
Okay. But yeah, I have to cut you off.
I think I turned it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even at work, like I'm gonna sit there with you and help you from some with your work a little bit, but I got my own. So I'm gonna be like, hey, what you think you should do? You
Yeah.
can't tell me. I'm gonna help you as much as I can, but I'm also gonna ask you questions to help yourself think a little bit more. And stop asking me for help. Cause bitch, you trying to play me.
You ain't trying to get played.
I ain't trying to get played.
Oh.
But I believe in teamwork.
Okay, so I guess my next question is what do you feel like is your limitation? Like where do you draw the line? Like how many times does somebody have to mess you over that while you trying to help them before you have to be like, nah, I'm good.
Probably like 2,000.
I can't hear you. What are you talking?
2,000, sir.
Like
I don't know.
you gonna make it to 2,000?
I don't know, man. I'm a Cancer, but as soon as we let go, we let go.
So once it hits that like that
Yeah,
moment,
once it hits, like, you know what, nigga, you owe me like $600.
let me ask you
You
this.
keep buying me,
She's
you
not gonna
keep
get to
buying
that
me $3 drinks at Diablo's. This ain't gonna work.
He trying to pay you back
With the
$3
fucking
at a time. He gonna pay you back $3 at a time.
It adds up.
Dog, I had
200 drinks?
I had a dude tell me that. He was like, I'll buy your drinks, that's your $20 I owe you. That's not how I gave you my money.
Was it $20 worth of drinks?
No, nigga.
It wasn't $20
He
worth
tried to
of
give
drinks.
me back $5. I think my drink cost like 12 or something. He gave me 5, so I'm about to give you the rest. No.
That's 17.
I'm,
That's $17.20.
Niggas.
Addition.
He $3 short.
as I said, my culture.
Okay, let me ask you this. So you saying that once you reach your limit, you're not gonna do no more for that person. or
Not like
whoever.
that, no. Not
Yeah.
go out and like stretch it, no.
So if you're not
You
gonna do
like,
no more for them,
You gotta hit with, oh man, I'm sorry. Hey, let me hit you back.
okay, let's say, does that have an effect on how you treat other people? If somebody keeps fucking you over on whatever, you're trying to help them with, you keep trying to help and they keep doing you dirty, does that affect how you decide to help other people?
No, because other people have a new slate with me. I have to see how you work. Like, let me go out with, say I'm out with a group of friends. It's girls' night.
Yeah,
We have
big
dinner.
kicking it.
Big kicking it. We like, girl, we gonna have dinner, and my friend get a salad, my other friend get a steak. My homegirl talking about she ain't eating, she on a diet, she get a water. But then the bill come and we splitting this shit.
Mm.
I feel like that's wrong.
I mean, it's wrong to split.
Yeah, because some people ain't get what you ordering all these damn drinks.
I feel like that's a whole nother issue though, cause like
But
splitting
you
the
got
bill
people, you got
is
people that'll do shit like that and walk off and think like you wrong.
about for not splitting.
Yeah, they be like, actually, why you tripping? No, bitch, I had one drink and one tater tot.
Yeah, I mean, and that's splitting the bill is a big issue though.
Yeah, it is a big
And so,
issue.
like, I understand
And that'll
what
make
you're
you
saying.
seem like, and then I'll tell somebody, man, she was tripping over the bill. You got a goddamn steak, I ain't get that. Like,
I understand what you're saying. But let's say it's something like smaller than that, because like splitting the bill, like I said, splitting the bill is a
Okay.
big issue.
What's,
Let's say it's something like you constantly going out your way to get somebody a ride, right? And every time you get them a ride, like something bad ends up happening or something goes
Yeah,
wrong,
flat
and
tire.
and
But
and they don't help you with shit or
Right.
nothing like that.
or,
So that person rubs you the wrong way because you always help them and they always do you dirty at the end of the day. Do you not give rides to other people because of that, or is it just like because I mean, what if something happens?
I gotta hear their circumstance. I probably ain't giving nobody else no ride.
Yeah. So you gonna cut other people off?
Depends.
Okay. So you'll be helpful to a point, and then once you reach that point, that's it. Like you done. You done so.
Yeah, we good.
And anybody that comes after that, you done with them too.
No, it depends on your circumstances.
What are some circumstances that you would be like, no?
I would rather not take nobody home from work. No.
Why would you not want to take anybody home? Oh, like people that you work with.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Like giving them a ride and stuff.
you're not giving rides to coworkers.
No.
Why not coworkers? You don't like your coworkers?
If you're listening,
She don't like you.
See,
like-
if you're listening, then Ashley doesn't like you.
I don't know what he's talking about. I love all y'all. I'm just not giving y'all no
I mean,
These people I work with, I don't trust them. Like, this is my space.
so you giving rides is your space. It's not something that you do with
I did it
coworkers.
before,
Yeah.
but that person to me has showed me like she's all about self. Like I'm not about self. I'm more like team. Like I'm not gonna go nowhere and talk about you. Like she gonna. I don't know. I don't like people. I'm not in the gray area, so I'm not explaining.
So you're not in the gray area. You black or white. You black or white with
White,
people.
yeah.
So like either they gonna get you helpful as fuck, or they gonna get you not fucking with them at all.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I'm not.
I'm not saying anything
Yeah,
wrong
but I
with
got
it.
told I was mean for that shit, and I don't feel like I'm cool. We good. We don't connect, and you're not gonna connect with everyone. I'm not that person that is gonna be like, hey, we're best friends, buddy, at work. No, we good. We get our work done. We go to hell home. I get paid. We get our work done. I go to hell home. We get paid.
I mean, that's kind of how it works, though.
Right.
I mean, I've always been like that, though. Like,
But I
I've never
know-
been, like, real cool with people at work. Ever. I mean, I'll take that back. When I first was coaching, I did.
Women like to know your business and then talk about it. They like to talk. Men don't talk about nothing but sports.
Just sports? That's all men talk
That's all
about
I
is
know.
sports?
That's all I know. I don't ever hear no guy talking about like, you see what she had on? Damn, she getting fat.
So,
What color hair she gonna wear today? You know what I'm saying?
okay, let me
I
ask
don't know
you
what to say
this.
to that one.
Do
So-
men talk about that shit? No, women do.
Yeah. I mean, men talk about shit about other men, too. But,
Y'all do?
yeah, it happens.
They'll be like, oh, look at his dockers. They're up tight today.
You said they got tight ass pants on.
Tight ass pants on, yeah.
They got them tight ass
So
pants
y'all
on.
looking at that nigga with the tight pants on.
We like, why got them tight ass pants?
Why you got them tight ass
Finna
pants?
bust out them pants.
Man, look at him.
You don't be like, man, that nigga sexy in them tight ass pants. But
We don't say that. I mean, some women probably could. I don't know.
I'll be like, hey, bro, I see you.
I see you, my nigga. You filling out them pants,
Fill out
bro.
them pants, bro.
Damn, y'all was like, damn, that nigga getting fat. What's up, Tyrone? Fat ass Tyrone. Like, y'all say
Well, you
shit
call
like that.
people fat all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
But y'all probably say that shit to his face and laugh.
Yeah.
Let somebody say, what's up, fat Ashley? Oh, I'm going, what?
No, because like I said, we got different ways to say it to each other. We were like,
Right.
we were like, hey, show is eating good.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. You can
Nah,
say
that's
it.
fuck- that's like I said, anytime you say it to somebody, they look at you like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Until you got that happy weight or something like that. Like, nah, happy weight will piss you off.
Like, I came into work late Monday. I didn't even come to work late. I came in, like, actually on time. I used to come in earlier. Lady said, I didn't see you came into work late today. I was pissed. I wanted to tell her old ass something so bad, but I was like, chill out.
She just pointed it out. She want to let you know
but
that she
shut
knows.
up. Shut up.
She'll
Shut
let you
up.
know. Put you on notice that she noticed.
But shut up. You
Shut up.
don't even work over here. Why are you worried about where am I at?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Since we're talking about work and we're talking about being helpful with things as far as work, we can talk about work, we can talk about business and things like that. Don't you think that being helpful and helpful, like, what's the saying? Helpful hands make light work?
Oh, that's
Or
a saying? I never heard that saying.
some shit like that. It goes something like that.
Just saying helpful now.
I never
Okay, thank you.
It sounds good. Sounds good. Though.
Thank you.
Sounds good
Oh
though.
my God.
Something,
That could
yeah.
be your saying in your office. So.
No. But no, it's a saying for real. Like, so, like, because if you're helpful, if
Helpful
everybody
hands
help,
make-
Like-
helpful
like-
hands make what?
Light work.
light work.
It does. And that's what I mean, I've tried that already in my job. It don't work.
It does, but it only works if everybody is on the
On
same
board,
page.
right?
Yeah.
It ain't like that.
Everybody can be on the same page. Everybody got to be on board, and you got to be like, okay. So let's say we're talking about just like a business. Let's say you start a business venture. Like, what would be your business venture that you would want to start?
Business.
We could just
Well,
talk about podcasting.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So like, just say podcast or something like that. Like, if you want to start a podcast, and you want a podcast to grow,
Mm-hmm.
and you're working with other people that want podcasts to grow,
Okay.
then it makes sense that you work together with those people so that y'all can make shit grow together.
Right.
'Cause,
Their
you know,
podcast can get better.
Their podcast is better, your
podcast
podcast
is
is better. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like
So that's where the saying helpful hands make light work, because if everybody's working together, then you're not working so hard to do it by yourself.
but that sound good, right?
it sounds good.
Right. But what really happens?
I mean, it just depends on the people that you're working with. I don't have a lot of experience in it because like we've been kind of solo on this whole thing for the most part. Other than like the few people we have worked with, and we haven't really had any problems with them. But I've heard of other people having a lot of problems.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, like, but I've heard a lot of people like. I've heard a few people would be like, man, I work with so and so, such and such group, not just in podcasting, but just in business in general. I work with so and so, and they are not helpful at all.
But doesn't that make you kind of iffy to even try to ask for help for somebody? Because you'd be like, damn, they not gonna help.
It make you hesitant a little bit.
Yeah,
Because you don't know who you're dealing with or what their attitude might be and stuff like that. So you're a little apprehensive about going. I guess when you kind of just starting out, you're kind of gullible, whatever, wide-eyed. You kind of like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, this would be a good adventure, whatever case will be. But then you start getting different attitudes and stuff like that. You kind of really don't know how to approach the situation anymore.
yeah, and I think that it goes back to our whole conversation before about being helpful to people. Like you may get burned one time or a few times, and so it makes you kind of be like, I don't know if I want to reach out to anybody else. I don't know if I want to ask for help or give help to anybody because of what happened to me before. But
I say give help because I'm sure it's gonna come back around.
yes,
Don't you say it? What you always say?
But
What you be doing?
as far as what?
Like you be giving? Oh, paying for
pay
it?
it for
Oh, yeah, pay it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like give it to them.
Yeah, I that's how I feel. Like I'm never tripped about giving somebody some help.
The people like I asked some lady about the media thing. She just like look it up here. I was like, that's not all right. Peace out.
Yeah, no, and
And
that's
she
what
wasn't helpful at all. And she's so damn rude that I was like, damn.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like some people are gonna be helpful, some people aren't. But the important thing is to know, like, am I going to continue to be helpful or reach my hand out to people to where I can receive help or give help? Or am I going to be like, this one thing has set me off and I'm done. I'm done helping people. I'm done getting help. I'm just going to go it by myself from now on. You know what I'm saying?
I would say don't let people change who you are with help.
That's a good thing.
Because you don't want their vibe to come off on you.
Right.
Just keep helping.
Yeah, you keep reaching and keep asking for help.
Yeah.
Because
keep asking.
Because
You never know.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna run across somebody that's like, you know what? I'm glad you asked, and they give you everything you
You'd
need.
be like, I need you.
Yeah,
Tyrone and them.
you talking to somebody specific.
You know, you say it like that.
Yeah, somebody gonna know that you talking to them too. So,
I know.
but anyway, it brings up a thing that is another saying that people have, and it's called crabs in a barrel. Everybody know what crabs in a barrel are?
Yeah.
What is crabs in a barrel?
Black folk.
Oh, crabs in the bucket.
Black people. Oh, crabs in a bucket too.
Say bucket. We know that.
Crabs in a bucket.
Yeah, we ain't got no money for no barrel.
Crabs in a barrel. Crabs in a bucket.
Barrels are cheap. Barrel ain't nothing but some wood. You
He was right. I had to think about
no. But anyway, crabs in a bucket. So crabs in a bucket mentality. So why do you say it's black people? Why are black
That's what we
people?
do.
What do they do?
Just bring you down. They don't want to see you get ahead. Say you got the answer to what I need. I'm looking for somebody that can do videography for us, and
Yeah.
you know somebody. They do it for you, but you like, nah, I don't know nobody.
Right.
But nigga, they do it for you. Like
Yeah.
you, what happened to those like?
Yeah, you have people like that, like
They
Like,
see
like
some
say-
type. They see some type of potential, because they won't
Like-
let your ass do it.
like I said, she don't listen to podcasts. Like I say this, but like one of my homegirls, whatever, like
Listen now.
yeah, she will listen now. That's how I usually happen too. But no, she said that, and I told her she was wrong for that shit. But no, kind of like somebody like a school thing with her, right? Like if I took a class one semester, and then you taking the class next semester, and you be like, oh, you took that class, whatever, you still got some of your stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my binder, all of my shit for that class,
Yeah.
and be like, hey, here you go, because I don't need it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here you go. It was a situation with her where she was like, she told the other person like she's gonna charge them, or she didn't give them all of the stuff because she was like, I don't want them to get an A off of my shit. Like basically, I don't want them to get an A off of my shit or get a higher grade than I did.
That's
So that's
crazy.
crabs in a bucket right there.
That's it.
Just
That's
give it to them so they can get what they need.
Because my mentality, like I say, when I had situations like that in college, like if I had you took the class after me, I gave you all my shit because I didn't give a shit if I got a C and you got an A.
Yeah, long
We
as
both
you-
passed.
Right. That's how
I
you're
don't-
supposed to think.
Yeah, I don't give a
But
shit.
she already thinking like, I don't want you doing better than me.
Yeah.
But see, and I think that mentality comes from like not. You think that somebody has to lose in order for you to win.
Right.
Like there's not enough room for like this because what was it like engineering class? It's like engineering classes and like there's a million engineers. So it's not like if you make it, I can't make it because we're gonna take the same spot. Like there's plenty of room for multiple people to be in the same, not necessarily even in the same lane.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like when I was in engineering, whatever, you had that situation where, like, so we had certain classes, thermodynamics or finite stuff like that. You had all your old tests, quizzes, like a binder full of information and stuff like that you can just give to somebody else, pass it down. Some people are just like, no, I'm not giving my shit up because I took the time to figure this out and look it up, whatever the case may be. I get it. And you had other people like, Kim, folks, just call me. I'm gonna get to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I appreciate everybody that let me cheat.
I was gonna say, 'cause I was the same way because in the biology department, like biology classes were one of the other hard majors at BD besides engineering and everything else. And so like people would always be reaching out. Like I reached out because luckily I had my sister who was a couple years older than me in the same major, and so I had a lot of her friends that had already taken the classes before me. So I had notes that I could get from them. I used some of their old books, so I didn't have to go to the bookstore and have to spend a whole bunch of money on books. Like I would do stuff like that, and that's just helping each other out get to the next level. And it really doesn't hurt nobody for you to help somebody get to the next level.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people, like we said, that are like this old crabs in a bucket mentality where they're like, no, I can't get into you because that means you're gonna do well too.
And they were black, huh?
It was a black school, so.
Oh, they were black. Anyway, like I said, our people.
But I do think that it's a big deal in the black community, but I think there's a deep-seated issue there. So like I think it comes from the idea that they're not gonna let that many of us make it.
So I have to be that one to make it.
I have to be the one to
you.
beat the rest of the black people before they before they close the door on us.
Mm-hmm.
Because it comes from like things like affirmative action. Because affirmative action is we have to meet this certain quota of black people to get into the school. Once we meet that quota, that's all black people.
So they
let in.
basically did it right. They made us fight each other.
Exactly.
And we're just going to war. Then when we get there, we gotta go to war with them.
Right. Like you're going to be fighting all the way to the top, and so when you finally make it, now you have to fight them. Like they made it hard for you to get to the point to where you could even fight to them.
You ever had a friend that will basically, like you're around a group of people, say you're around a group of females, and they'll like make jokes to bring you down, to make them look like they're better than you in front of women?
They call it dirty macking.
Dirty macking? Oh,
dirty,
I never heard that.
yeah, you heard dirty Mac?
Dirty macking.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty macking is a big
That
deal
is
for men.
For men? What
Because
about
like,
women? Because women do it too in a way.
I mean, I'm sure women do, but I know from a male experience that like men do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll be in a place and they'll be like, because like I've always been like a good conversation person. Like I can talk to people, so like I talk, I make jokes. I usually keep people pretty engaged just through conversation or whatever. And then like you have somebody come up and they talk about. Like they would call me fat or some shit like that because I've always been fat. But I was
Say some dumb shit.
Yeah.
But that's the person I wouldn't even look at because I was like, why did you just say that?
and some women don't respond to it, some women do.
Yeah.
And they'll laugh and then so I'm like,
I'd be like, nigga, bye.
and so I look at the nigga like, dog, and it'd be like somebody saying like, nigga, like,
did you just do that?
there's plenty of women in here, like, you don't have to, you could go for another one. It's not really that serious.
No, I'm going for her.
And that's what it is. And so like they get that mentality where I got to do something to bring you down because only one of us can win. And my mentality is if we are in a group of women and it's me and my homeboys, like back in the day in college and stuff, it's me and my homeboys, we all gonna win. Like
You gonna take one for the team, even the ugly chick.
If I got a whole conversation with
somebody gotta take the grenade.
Yeah, somebody gotta jump on the grenade.
Well, you say
I never was the grenade.
You gotta jump on the grenade, and save everybody else. And help everybody else out. Like, because the grenade is the one that's gonna blow everything up.
That's why I call it grenade.
Because it's the one.
It's not talking about how bad she look or whatever.
Oh, the one that's going. Okay.
It could be the one that's less attractive, the one that talk too much that be like, we came together, we gonna win together, just like that. So, like I say, somebody gotta take the friend by themselves.
I've been. You ain't never taken me nowhere. I've been that friend.
I'm saying that.
All right,
time to go.
Time to go.
But you. As a male, you got to be able to focus and see. Okay, this is the one that we're gonna have to jump on so that we can keep her away from everybody else, and so that we can actually get conversation. Because if you don't have conversation with them,
that didn't work.
It may not work with you, but it worked with a lot.
I can see what's going on.
But at the end of the day, if we all work together, in fact, we were talking about this because I went to Grooves on Friday.
You did?
And I went. It was late.
No, I can't go late. I gotta go early.
Yeah, because I ain't going to the address first for the happy hour. And so when happy hour was over at the address, they're like, hey, let's go to Groove. I was like, all right, went to Grooves.
Okay.
It was free this time. It wasn't fucking $20.
$20.
But anyway, so we got into Grooves, and first of all, I feel like the old nigga in Grooves now. Like at that point, like in the late,
you have to leave before 8 o'clock.
The late Grooves is like 25-year-olds and shit.
And you can tell too. You be like, I ain't supposed to be here.
But we were talking about how like dudes were approaching females in there, like the young dudes, and how they don't have no strategy about anything. So like one dude come up and he talking because it was two girls there. One was pretty. One was, I mean, she wasn't ugly, but she wasn't the attractive friend. Okay. So it was just two girls. It was two dudes. One dude walks up, starts talking to the prettier one, right?
The other one just stood there.
The other one stood there. The other dude stands on the opposite side. Don't say nothing to nobody. Just stand there. And I'm like, y'all didn't think of how to approach this to where like y'all could actually win
because they feel like I'm not taking one for the team. I can do better than her ugly friend.
Right.
That's
and so, but all you gotta do is hold a conversation with her.
Right. They don't know how.
But then, so and she wasn't ugly, so I ain't gonna call her the ugly friend. Okay. But the friend,
the pretty friend.
The friend, the friend was over there, and so she finally just got the girl and was like, "Hey, we need to go over here." So they ended up walking. We watched them. They walked to the other side of the couches. They ain't going nowhere. They just wanted to get away from them.
Because she bored.
Yeah.
Keep her entertained.
But see, my point in that is like, if you're gonna work, like if you work together, if you help each other out. Like, they could have won there. Right. Even if old dude didn't like the other girl, all you had to do was occupy enough for him to get the number. Because then he can get a conversation with her outside of that environment. But, like, if you don't believe in that kind of teamwork, and I know that's like a small scale kind of bullshit way of looking at it, talking about hollering at women in a club, but I use that as like a microcosm of other things to where, like, if teamwork is used, then you could actually win in a situation like everybody wins.
I think you only can understand that if you're 30 and up.
And I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
Like somebody's talking to my friend, they're gonna talk. His homeboy gonna talk to me, even though we ain't about to talk about nothing. He's just gonna make a joke, blah blah blah, keep me entertained so they can have a conversation.
Right.
But I'm the type of person like, we ready?
That's why we got to move you away from the group.
Yeah.
Didn't you say?
You got to ask Ashley if she want to drink. Hey, did you want to drink or something?
Yeah, you want to drink?
Yeah.
she gonna go straight to the bar.
Coca-Cola, please.
Keep Ashley away from her friends so that everybody else can have conversations.
Hey, you gotta do it.
But yeah, no, but like I use that just as an example because I feel like even like when we were talking about work, we talking about building businesses and things like that. Like sometimes you don't have to like just stay out of it, or you don't have to like say, oh well, if you gonna win, I'm not gonna win, and I don't want to be a part of that or whatever. Like no, sometimes you could just work together, even if it's not really a benefit to you. As in that situation we're talking with the ugly friend, it may not be a benefit to you, but if they win, it may set you up for later.
You never know. That's mama shout out to everybody I can that help, like anything to me. Or if I bought something, I'm gonna let you know where I got it from. Hell, you don't know how it's going.
I mean, but okay, and before we get out of this topic, I just want to add one more thing. Okay, so we were talking about this a little bit earlier, but what do you feel like is the difference between being supportive and being helpful? Because we were talking about getting support from like family and friends in your endeavors or whatever you're doing. So what's the difference between wanting somebody to support you and wanting somebody to help you? In your opinion, what's the difference between the two?
Shouldn't help mean I really need this? You think so? Help?
What you mean, like, so if you're asking for help, that means you really
I
need
might
something?
need some support. You know, that would be nice for you to do support because I'm your family friend. I've been there for you.
What is?
I might need you. I might need you to take me to work in my car.
Okay.
And stuff. I don't know.
So I was gonna ask you because like some people look at that as being like my family supports me by giving me money, or they support my business by investing in it. So is that being helpful or is that being supportive?
Give the scenario one more time.
Okay, so let's say because I mean supportive and helpful are kind of used interchangeably sometimes. And so like that, some people will say I need support with my business, and like my family is being supportive of me and my business by putting money into my business, by giving me rides because I don't have a car, or things like they're supporting me.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what's the difference between wanting support from people and wanting somebody to actually help you? Because I feel like they're used kind of synonymously, but they're not necessarily synonyms, even if you're just talking about from a business standpoint.
Well, I think you're talking about the difference is like you want somebody to support you, right? You need support from somebody. Somebody be like, hey, I'm having, say I'm about to open up a business or a restaurant, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The support factor, whatever you want from family, friends, whatever, you actually supporting somebody like, hey, I'm gonna shout your stuff out on my social media stuff.
Yeah, that's
or,
support.
You know what I'm saying? Facebook, whatever case may be. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna bring people with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's showing support.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pay for the food.
Right, you're gonna buy some shit.
Yeah, you buy some shit, whatever. I think helping stuff, like when people want the help, whatever case may be, it's like, hey, I need this to financially sometimes to make something work. Can you help me? Can you provide this fee for me or whatever the case may be? So
And I was gonna say one of the other things I think of when I think of help is more of like a person either on the same level as you or a level above you, to where like they're like a colleague almost. Because they like, let's talk about starting a business, starting a podcast, anything like that. Like if somebody is doing some things that are already what you want to do, and you say, hey, I need your help to get to that level,
So
or
like
just to get to the next level, like a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a mentor is even more than supportive. They're like, here's what you do. This is I'm going to help you get to the next level.
Because you can support people in different ways and not even
right, and it don't have to be helpful. Like you don't have to, you may not know anything. Like people that support you don't know. They may not know shit about the business.
right.
They may not, like you started a clothing line and they don't know shit about fashion. They dress like trash, but they buy shit from you because they want to be supportive.
Yeah.
But then you have people that are like fashion designers, and they're gonna come and be like, okay, well, this is what you could do to fix this, or this is a studio that I work with that you could work with or whatever.
So
that's being helpful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
So I think that's one of the biggest differences I see.
Well, it's kind of like you're saying, if that's the case, whatever. Supporting is kind of like champion, a person champion where you at.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wherever you at, that level, whatever. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You did a good job passing them back for where you at. Somebody being helpful is trying to get you to another level.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think that's more or less what I'm trying to say. Like we said, supportive is showing up to the events that you throw, buying your shit when you sell it, or even like say, hey, good job, I saw you did something good, it worked today. That's being supportive.
Yeah.
Being helpful is like, okay, what do we need to do to the next level? And let me help you get to that next level. Then, even if it's giving you rides, I'm giving you rides these places because I know that you need this, and this is going to help you get to the next level. This is me investing in you, investing in your business, and that's being even more than supportive. That's being helpful.
Paying for my warrants.
Paying for warrants.
That's helpful.
I bet that is helpful.
Yeah. Felon.
That's not a felony.
Oh, it's a misdemeanor.
Is it warrants?
I mean, what'd you get a warrant for, nigga? You got. I mean.
I never knew it was out there, sir.
But ain't like a bench warrant a misdemeanor?
Now I don't know what that is. I ain't got it no more. I'm out here legal.
I was just like, bench warrant just means you got to show up for court. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, I ain't know.
Anywho.
That's Pasadena.
Oh,
Okay.
Pasadena be pulling you over too.
Oh, but I'm never going back to Pasadena.
Pasadena will pull you over in the quickness.
I think it was just because I was black, riding on a Tuesday night.
On a Tuesday night?
Mm-hmm.
That's your on Tuesday. No?
I'm thinking Tuesday night is a random night to get caught. All right, so anywho, we're gonna move right along, man. That was a good little discussion on being helpful. Oh, just to round it out,
Y'all should be supportive.
be supportive of people. Like, if you don't know shit about the business, if you don't know shit about what your friends and family got going on, support them anyway. Even if it's
Even if
just
they selling drugs.
support them
Oh,
and
just-
get in the right direction.
Look,
Support their struggle. Because if they selling drugs, that means they on a journey to get to something else. You need to support them getting
even
to
if they
something
trying to be
else.
an Instagram model and taking pictures of Walmart,
Shit, Instagram models make a lot of money.
I can't support this shit no more. She gotta stop. Even if she can't cook, she talking about be a chef.
No, well, I mean, sometimes support means letting them know, hey, maybe you should pursue
I'm about
some
to
other
be helpful
things.
and not eat your dry ass turkey.
Oh, wow. All right, we're going to move right along. So, no, but be supportive of people. Like, if you don't know shit about what's going on, like, if you don't know shit about their business or whatever, even if they just, you don't really believe in the business, be supportive anyway.
Damn.
You don't have to let them know you don't believe in it. Like, if they're your family, they're your friends, sometimes support can take them a long way. And they'll do things to surprise you just because you're supportive of them. Because you reaching out to them and saying, you know, hey, you know, I think you're doing a good job, keep it up. And then they may keep progressing, and then they get really good at it. You're like, oh shit, I didn't think they were really gonna do it, but shit,
Right.
Like I say, support.
Words of encouragement.
Support takes little to no effort.
yeah. So that's why I say,
Say you're doing a good job.
yeah, support is the smallest you can do. Show up to their events, buy some of the shit they have, tell them they're doing a good job,
Repost it on
Repost it.
social media.
real
Share.
simple. Share things on social media if they want you to share it. Like support is easy. It's the simplest thing.
But we won't do that. Because some people don't believe in you like that. They're like, she ain't going nowhere.
But I was gonna say the caveat to that is, or the additional part of that is, I think it takes somebody being able to at least support people to move to that next level of being helpful. Because being supportive is, like we said, it's the smallest thing you can do. It's you reposting something and sharing it and telling your friends, hey, my friend has this business or my friend does this artwork and y'all really need to look at it. You know, like there used to be these posts on Twitter all the time, like people would post it like, hey, retweet this onto your timeline. My next customer may be on your timeline or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so like that is what I deem as support. Like just doing the smallest you can to help, not even help, to support the people in wherever they're at,
I'm supporting my people this year.
whether you know it or not.
We gonna support. We gonna eat. What you say? If I eat, you eat.
Yeah, we all gonna
We
eat.
eat lobster.
We all eat. Everybody eats
Lobster,
beef.
Y'all
Everybody
can
eats
have
beef.
steak. I don't
Hey.
like steak.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats beef.
Yeah. So, but anyway, on top of that, I wanted to talk about, you know, just being helpful. So, like, first step is being supportive. Next step is being helpful. If you have knowledge or connections and things like that in a business or at your workplace or whatever, and you are able to, you know, your friend is like, you know, your friend is looking for a job and you work somewhere that's hiring, you can be helpful and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put my recommendation in for you because, you know, I want to help you out. Or, hey, I noticed that you're starting this fashion business. I got a homegirl that does fashion and she got this thing, blah, 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 blah. And that's being helpful. Being supportive is small. Being helpful is that next step. And I wish that people would be more helpful.
The word of the day is
Helpful.
The word of the day is helpful because everybody eats. At the end of the day, everybody can eat. And you don't have to be in it by yourself.
No.
Everybody can eat.
Like I said, the first, like you're saying, everybody eats, but get in your mindset that is, at the end of the day, there is enough to go around.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest thing. People don't think there's enough to go around.
And I think that's...
Or they can't, or people do not want, some people don't want to see you up there with them. Can we talk about those people?
I mean, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, what I'm saying, because like you can have like a person that has like $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, we all can eat off of this $100, whatever. But people be like, no, I have to hoard this for myself. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, why have that mentality? Like, everything doesn't have to be equal. I think people be like, well, I don't want to give half much of the way. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Have to, but. Like the whole point of being supportive and helpful to them. You can help somebody out with something, but some people don't even want to do that. 'Cause they feel like that's how the shit we have wrong with the government now. But like with like the pay wage discrepancy, whatever, between the millionaires, and the lower class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want to put more taxes on themselves to give more back down, trickle down to the bottom, because they feel like, yeah, maybe I can't buy my yacht this year or do that. I don't want you to take that money out of my hand. But somebody over here starving.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think that mentality comes from the idea that, like, once this is gone, I can't get no more. And so I feel like one of the other things I want people to realize, if you're going to be helpful, let's say somebody's coming into your lane and you don't want to be helpful to them because they come into your lane. What you can do is say, okay, they can come in my lane, but I'm really good at what I do. So even if they come in my lane, I'm going to keep progressing. So let's say we take the $100 analogy that Watch was talking about. I can give this person, $20 out of my 100 because I'm finna get 100 more. You know what I'm saying? But people want to hoard the $100 because, like, I finally got $100. I'm not gonna do no better than this. This is the best I can do.
Yeah, people are like, I got $100. If I give you 20, I'm gonna have an 80.
I'm gonna have an 80.
So that's not 100. 80 is not 100. So it's like it shouldn't hurt you like that.
Right.
You shouldn't feel like that's the last $100 you're gonna get.
Right. You should have the confidence. People lack confidence. It goes back to people lacking confidence and having low self-esteem. Because even what Kanye say, even the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem.
Right.
Because even when you get to that level, your self-esteem is still shot to the point where, like, I mean, I'm here, but I'm probably not gonna stay here, so I don't want to lose it. And giving it to you is just gonna make me lose it faster because you're gonna come up and then you're gonna take my spot, rather than being like, I'm here, I'm gonna stay here, I'm probably gonna move up, so you can come up too.
Yeah.
You can come up with me, but I'm gonna move on past you.
You helping that person out that's gonna later on give you a helping hand or make sure you're always good, that somebody you always can reach out to.
Right.
And stuff, but you don't look at that. Now you look at that person as an enemy.
That's how it goes, man. But yeah, we'll round that out and move right along. All right, so the Woosah segment for today is I just wanted to talk about, because today, well, while we're recording this, today is January 29th. We're just gonna come out on January 30th. But January 29th, 2014, which was what, 5 years ago, was the day that my dad died. So I was thinking about this morning because, mind you, I'm not on social media. I'm not supposed to be on social media, but I still be on that hoe sometimes. So like, because I don't have the apps on my phone, but I have like the, you can put it up on the browser and it just opens it up anyway. So I was looking at Facebook and like I seen my little brother post and my sister post and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, damn, I shouldn't open up Facebook today. But I think that I've gotten to the point where I was like, I think I'm in a good place. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to kind of think about that because I noticed other people dealing with death recently, like family members, friends. Like recently, I feel like I just heard somebody commit suicide not long ago. But it's just, death is always coming. And it's crazy to think that when you get to that point, it's like you're never going to get past it. You're never going to get out of that moment. Because I guarantee you, like for at least a couple months after my dad had passed, I felt like nothing was ever going to be the same again. And in reality, it wasn't. Nothing was ever the same again, but shit, it got better. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to take the moment to say, I think that everybody needs to find a way to find peace in everything that you do. Because, hard times come and like, they come randomly. Because I think the day that I found out, I was at work, I was at Sharpstown High School. And somebody called me that worked with my dad that I went to high school with. And I was like, hey, your dad passed out at work. My mom calls. And she's like, yeah, he's supposed to be on his way here. Next thing, call from the hospital administration. We need to tell you something. And so, like, this all happened before, like, 8 o'clock in the morning. And this is a random-ass day because, I think I planned to do something that day. I can't remember what it was. But, like, it's when things like that come randomly and they hit you out of nowhere, like, that's life.
You're not ready for it.
Yeah, that's life, though.
It does open your eyes and be like, damn, it could be taken away.
Yeah, like, in the split second.
Yeah.
Because, like, my dad wasn't sick at all. Like, he had a heart attack some years before that, but, like, nothing that we knew anything about, really. So, like, him dying from a heart attack was out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I had friends that, like I said, my homeboys, well, I call him my uncle. He had passed recently. He had cancer, but his cancer progressed really fast. Because, like, it was like a year ago, he was fine to me. I mean, I knew he had cancer then, but he didn't seem like anything was wrong. And all of a sudden, he was dead, like, within a year. And so it's like, it's crazy how life works and things hit you when you don't expect them. because you feel like I guess when I was younger, when people would die, it always seemed like, oh, well, it was so and so, they were sick, they old, you know what I'm saying? Because my dad was like, he had just turned 60 when he died, so like he was still pretty young, you know, overall. But like you always expect older people to die, or like I had friends that died. I got a homeboy from high school. I had like 3 homeboys from high school die just out of nowhere, you know, from car accidents and things like that. So it's crazy how life hits you at like random times, but it's the fact that that's life, that you have to come to the realization that you have to be able to find peace no matter what's going on. So as things come and hit you and things change in your life, just make sure that you are able to handle them, able to talk about them. Even if initially you can't do it, it's important to kind of make time. Make time for people, make time to talk to who you need to talk to, and make time for your loved ones, you know? And that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Yeah. I just, you know, I want everybody to be at peace. That's all.
I actually wrote down on my Facebook a couple of days ago.
To find peace.
Yeah, I want everybody to find. It's hard to find peace sometimes.
It's very hard to find peace sometimes.
Man. And
Yeah.
once you find it,
Oh, well.
don't let nobody disturb
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, don't let nobody take it from you.
Because they will try.
Yeah.
You'll be like, really? Girl.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. Somebody gonna come for your peace every day. Every day.
Oh yeah.
They
Cause
be coming, boy.
work,
Yeah.
relationships, friends, all of them. You got to find a place within yourself to be like, no matter what else is going on in my life, I'm good with me. I'm good
Yeah.
here. This is what's gonna work for me.
Yeah.
So that's all I have for the Woosah. Anybody wants to add, or y'all want or have anything else for today?
I want to say, I eat, we eat.
Everybody eats.
So everybody eat.
Everybody eats. B.
Everybody eats B.
There you go.
Yeah.
If I eat,
So you want people to show some support and be helpful when they can.
Yeah. Do that. Tag them niggas in there.
yeah, let them know.
You, I'm talking to you, not the support.
talk to them. All right,
Be
man.
helpful. Always need help.
Be helpful. Be helpful to everybody.
Yeah.
Be supportive.
Right. I eat, you eat, everybody.
Everybody eats, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's all I got.
Well, as always, we hope you laughed a little, learned a lot, and we hope we have helped you find a remedy to whatever's troubling you. This is What's the Remedy Podcast.
All right, y'all.